as far as I'm concerned, Christian Coleman forgot to add that they need to start growing some wings also and start flying. Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. If my voice sounds weird, it sounds like it's going, maybe I'm getting sick, I apologize. But anyway, trackies, I have some great news. Our very own Jamaican, Akila Smith, has done a big one. Now, for those who do not know Akila Smith, she, is a university athlete at Texas, the Texas Longhorns, and she does the long jump, triple jump. And I noticed recently as well, I saw her doing some sprints. So who knows? Maybe we will see her taking up that in the future. Not that I'm excited for it, because I do think that's way too much, workload on her legs, especially for an athlete that, does the jumps. Right. But with that said, she has come out and done it big. Now, indoors, I did see her taking part in, the long, the triple, and the 60 meters. And I was a little concerned. And shortly after that, it seems as though she picked up an injury. But guess what? Akila Smith is back, and she is back banging. She jumps out to a world outdoor leading jump, 7.10 meters. Whoa, 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 whoa. Absolutely phenomenal jump by Akila Smith. Now, Akila Smith has always been, super talented when it comes to the jumps. Last season, she got all the way out to 7.08 meters. But this season, she opens up outdoors and she jumps all the way out to 7.10 meters to be the athlete that has the furthest, distance outdoors. And I'm specifying outdoors because that's not the furthest jump so far this year. We do have a 7.16, I believe, by Tara Davis Woodhull, and she did this indoors, right? So that would be the furthest jump so far. Sorry, 7.18 meters. So that would be the furthest jump so far for the 2024 season, but that one was done indoors. But again, we have Akila Smith coming out here at the Texas Invitational and jumping all the way out to 7.10 meters to actually take the event. Now, check is this jump for Akila came on the first attempt. Yeah, she came out and she literally blasted it on her first attempt, and she literally went all the way out to 7.10 meters. Absolutely crazy. Now, there are a lot of athletes that, jump, I do see, different tactics in jumping, and she seems to be the type that wants to get, a big one out first and then perhaps come back in the later stages and try to maybe chase if there's a requirement to do so. Right. And then we see some people that, are able to, do a clutch jump on their last jump and come out and, really take, an event, right? Like a Tara Davis Woodhull. We see her do that, quite frequently. But with Akila Smith, she comes out on her first jump and jumps at 7.10. She passes in her second round. She comes back out on her third attempt, was a 6.82, further than any other, jump. So not only was her first attempt further than everybody else, but even her second jump, was further than everybody else participating in the actual competition, which is wild. And then she passed every other round from there on out. So pretty much be like, okay, one and done. You remember Jadon? Literally one and done is what we are seeing here from Akila Smith. Absolutely phenomenal. Now I've been talking about, Jamaica's hopes and chances heading to the World Championships day by day. Well, Olympic Games. Why do I keep saying World Championships? Anyway, Jamaica's chances heading to the Olympic Games day by day, meet by meet. I see our field events athletes really coming on strong and strong and strong. And I'm just super, super excited to see what is going to happen with Akila Smith going forward. She made it to the World Championships 2 years in a row for us. This will be her first Olympics. Hands down, I don't really see, anybody really stopping her from going. But let's see. She still has to go to the trials, right? But so far, in terms of performances from a Jamaican perspective, this, still ranks her number two all time. The record, the Jamaican record held by Elva Goldburn is 7.16. And he was actually done back in 2004. So that record is still, standing. And Akila Smith with her 7.08 was second, but no, this 7.10, puts her still second, but a better second. Let's put it that way. So exciting things ahead for Akila Smith. Congratulations to her and this new personal best. And we can't wait to see, how she blossoms from here. Absolutely phenomenal jumping. Now, Trackies, I want to kind of move on to another story. And this one has to do with Christian Coleman. And I'm just wondering, if Christian Coleman has lost his mind, right? So Christian Coleman comes out and he says that he believes that the guys that are currently competing in the 100 meters are close to the world record, right? That is pretty much what he had to say. So I'm gonna let you take a listen to what he had to say. Again, he says they're not far off. I'm gonna let you take a listen to what he had to say, and then I'm gonna come back with the rest of my commentary.
Question, please.
Yeah, I got this question the other day. Just because it seems like the times being run in like 9:58 is obviously an extraordinary time, but honestly, I feel like it's a lot of guys who are competing today who are not that far off. It's just if the track guys see fit for it to happen, it'll happen. But I feel like it has to be the perfect conditions on the right day, in the right competition, at the right venue. You got to be ready to peak. Got to be that time of the year. And when you just focusing on running properly, like executing a good race, I feel like those type of magical moments happen. So for me, I feel like it's in my wheelhouse, but I don't try to put too much emphasis or thought on it. I try to just focus on the next practice, the next rep, the next meet, and just trying to improve and get better and better in the times to come. But I feel like, along with me and a group of other guys, I feel like that time is out there on the horizon, and I feel like, we're fully capable of, on the right day, right conditions happen, I feel like that's where those type of magical moments happen.
All right, so Shakis, there you heard Christian Coleman. No, Christian Coleman talked about, perfect day, perfect conditions, perfect everything. In my mind, he has lost his mind because it's going to take a bit more than just perfect conditions, to have these set of guys be able to, challenge the 9.58 done. As far as I'm concerned, Christian Coleman forgot to add that they need to start growing some wings also and start flying. You know what I mean, I'm so sick and tired of people underestimating these performances. I don't see it from a male perspective only. I also see it from a female perspective where people underestimate the performances that are done. And it's wild to me that when we even take into consideration the fastest time done last season, that was a 9.83 seconds. That's almost, 3/10 of a second outside the world record. And you're going to tell me that a bunch of guys that are running 9.8s at their best, each year, you would say, are going to be able to break the world record. Now, don't get me wrong. At Christian Coleman, at his best, is a 9.7 athlete, 9.76. But still, that is still a huge way away from the actual world record. And I don't, understand how is it that we've gotten to the point where we start to underestimate, 9.85? It gives me the same vibe when I hear people talking about athletes running 9.6. Well, not 9.6, sorry, 10.6, on the female side. And I'm like, have you guys forgotten how many athletes have actually run, 10.7? Realistically over the years, how many athletes have actually dipped into 10.7, much less, 10.6? What are we talking about here? Everybody's just going to just miraculously start running, 10.6, 10.5s slash breaking the world record. It takes generational talents to be able to do that. And here we have Christian Coleman feeding into this, random stupid narrative, as far as I'm concerned, that somehow these set of guys, can challenge the world record. Now, don't get me wrong. I have no issue with, guys, reaching for the stars. I've said this already. What's the point of, being in the sport if you're not going to try to be the best? Yeah, clearly try to be the best, but let's not be ridiculous here and start saying, oh, running 9.83 is not far off, from the world record. This is crazy. We're talking about a guy that ran, 10.1 recently over the 100 meters. I mean, when Usain Bolt them were in their prime, these guys were dropping, 9.7s like it was nothing. Why are we suddenly thinking that, oh, a bunch of guys that can barely break 10 seconds? I'm sitting around wondering what's going on, why these guys can barely break 10 seconds are going to be challenging the world record. It is beyond me. But anyway, trackies, that is all that I have for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. One, Akila Smith is out there doing it big. I'm excited for her future. And two, Christian Coleman, has he lost his mind? Like the video and of course subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye.